What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are doing another request video today. Not the live stream leftovers, though some of those requests from the live stream might be in this video, and I have done already some of those requests as well. But we're going to do the old list here, the old 150. I did like 20 on the last one. We still got like 150 left, more than that actually. We're going to try to push through as many as we can today. Maybe spend like 40 minutes to an hour on this, and then we'll be on our merry way. I will leave a list in the description with timestamps. It'll say the list, and I'll have each crypto and stock, whatever, you know. There are stocks requested on here, with their appropriate timestamps. And if you don't see that, it's because you're watching the video within like the first 30 minutes of it being produced. Refresh it, and it should be on there within the first 30 minutes that it's published. Okay, if you're watching it early, you don't get the timestamps, at least not for the first. It should probably take me less than 30 minutes, but still a little bit of time. Give me like 30 minutes of grace. I'm pretty good about remembering it. Hopefully I don't forget. Anyways, hit the like button, subscribe. Let's get going, okay? Let's talk about this and stop wasting time here, because this is going to be a long as hell video already. Here we are, starting off with index. We're going to talk about index, and then we're going to talk about loan, DIA, SD, IMX, ICP, yada, yada, yada. We'll continue on from there. So here's index. I know nothing about this. I've never heard of this before. Index, what is it? What kind of market cap do we have here? INDX. Nope, not NDX. INDX. IND's nuts. $7.1 million. Very low volume. I don't like it based on that perspective alone. This project's probably dead, but I don't know anything about it. Maybe it's not, and I'm just a hater. I don't know anything about it, so take those words very lightly. Low to high, 886 double bottom. I will say this looks nice as far as the fit perspective goes. You do have, on a weekly basis, bullish divergence, which is nice to see as well. You got good things going for you. Maybe you go to plummet to zero, I don't know, but you at least look like you're at a relative area to bounce, and I would think that you do bounce. You probably have a nice little W-shaped recovery. I wouldn't be surprised if you moved all the way up to $5 from here, man. You're at $1.06. Much past that, though, I can't say. Maybe then you begin to plummet to zero. Maybe you rise to glory afterwards. I don't know. But I do think that you're at, if not very near, a relative area of support, and you should be moving up from here. That looks like some buying going on, actually, guys. Wow. Maybe I spoke too soon whenever I was speaking harshly about this. This looks like some accumulation going on. Who knows, man? I mean, by the end of this, if you are to see prices above $5, let's just go real quick from a high to a low. I wouldn't be surprised if you went to 15 to $30, man. Yeah, something in that range. Wow. Maybe I need to look into this. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Loan, they told me it was the wrong one. Maybe it's a DEX coin? Maybe. Loan. No, we did this before because I was on the DEX, wasn't I? It wouldn't be any of these loans. Would it be Loan Coin? Not this one with $4 in volume. Hopefully not. None of those. It must be a stock. If it's not, let's just put it this way. Whoever you are out there, if you're saying it's the wrong loan, just understand $18 in 24-hour volume at a market cap of $337 million, terrible. If it's any of these ones with lower volume than that, terrible. If we're here and we type in loan USD, there's nothing. So loan, it must be the Manhattan Bridge capital, not capitable. Oh, hey, they got dividends. Those aren't bad dividends either, actually. I mean, for the price, honestly. That's not bad. Wow. I might have to check this thing out. I might have to loan them some money. That was my Leonardo DiCaprio. Anyways, low to high. Low to high. Not that he laughs like that or does that, just that one meme. It makes me think of that. Maybe that was a bad representation. Anyways, low to high here, finding support at the 236. Weekly RSI, neutral. Looking productive, though. You probably move up from here. You probably go up to about 632 to 661. Looks like you like to move nice and slow, though, so we'll see you at the end of the year up in this area. Maybe past that. Are you going to see new all-time highs? I don't know, man. I don't know enough about this thing. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Oh, look at that. On a monthly time frame, you actually don't look bad. Yeah, oh yeah, man. On a monthly time, I would say sure. Maybe not this year. Maybe not even next year. Who knows? But 2027, 2028, whatever. Yeah, you could be seeing new all-time highs. Consolidating. Or this could be a massive distribution phase. It might be, actually. I don't know. I would say as long as you're above 460. Come on now. 420, 430. As long as you're above. Let's refine this. Hold on. As long as you're above $4.60 I think you're fine. You get below there though, and you're probably going to see a lower low than this, and in which case you'll go probably below $4, right? And you're at 523 now. Until then, I do assume you're going to move up. Monthly RSI looks fine. Weekly RSI looks fine. I'm assuming you move up, so, but not much. You're in it for the dividends, all right? Loan. If that's not the one, you weren't specific enough. That's it, man. That's all we got. I tried. DIA. Right, and that's the thing too, guys. Sometimes you got to be specific with your requests because it's taxing on me. I can only go so far. DIA monthly time frame looks pretty bullish. Also bouncing off the 40, we like to see that double bottom off the 40 there, double bottom in the price as well. You kind of have like a diamond pattern here, almost. I wouldn't call it that, but it almost kind of looks like that, right? It looks like the average altcoin. This kind of like parallelogram you got going on. Rejecting the 50, finding support at the 40. Hopefully that's what we're looking to see. Low to high here. Right in the golden ratio. I bet you find support here, man. Yeah, you're looking to recover. You'll probably move up higher, and I bet that the next move that you have is going to be even bigger than this move that you had here. How much was this from a low to a high, just so we know what we're dealing with? Above the average growth from the average altcoin there, right? From your current price, I wouldn't be surprised if your next stop was at about 92 cents to $1.16. That makes sense, right? Psychological resistance at the dollar there. You'll probably continue, I would think, to about $2 to $3.60. This might be your end of July or August target, something on the lines of like a 5x or more. You could go higher than that, but let's just stick with that for now, okay? Higher than that, you're at all-time highs of the 1886200. Could you get to $10 and above? I wouldn't be surprised if you did, but for now, just stay focused on this $2 to $3.60 range. Do expect to find resistance around $1, okay? DIA, I think you found your low. If you're not at your low, you're very, very near your low, all right? USD, Stater, wasn't it Stater Labs? Am I just thinking of something else? Looking like a lot of altcoins right now, low to high. Right at your golden ratio, beautiful. Good area to bounce. RSI is right around the 35. That's an area you like to bounce on the weekly time frame as well. Daily time frame, bouncing off the oversold zone. Looking like you want to go lower on the daily, but maybe not. I don't know. Let's look at the 1 hour real quick. We'll get this one a little bit more of an in-depth. I bet you go lower. Okay, so you probably do go a little bit lower. Where are you going to go? Low to high. Let's do this low to high right here. Low to high here. 37 cents, 38 cents. You might not even go that low. Let's put a low to high here. Come on now, low to high there. Yeah, right to your 786. That might make sense. A little bit lower to go. That's okay. Some cryptos might go a little bit lower. See that low? Oh my God, I have to sneeze. Imagine what my sneeze sounds like. You'll never know. Some people know. I actually sneezed one time in this like whole channel's history. I sneezed like one time where you guys could hear it. It's very loud. It's like, Hitchu! 38.5 cents, 37.8 cents. That's probably where you're going to go. If not, maybe you do find support here. I don't think you do, though. Just looking at this, I think that you do go lower. And then whenever it is time to move up higher, if you move higher, and I think you will move higher. Not every coin will. Just understand that, guys. And sometimes you got to call a spade a spade. I mean, if you take that low out, you're in the dumps, bro. Bye-bye. No more. But this looks like a massive accumulation phase, so I would think that you do go higher. From a low to a high, you probably find resistance at $1.12, $1.45. Consolidate there. Continue to work your way up to $2.80, $5.50, or $5.10, and maybe even all the way up to your all-time highs, right around 10. I wouldn't be surprised if you ripped all the way up to $10. But first, you got to wrestle with a dollar. Then you got to wrestle with $1.50. Then you got to wrestle with $5, right? You get about $5. There's a little doubt in my mind that you'll go just under $10 there for Stater. By when? July, August, maybe. IMX is the next one. Immutable X. It's like my EA Sports. EA Sports. It's in the game. Low to high. You're at the 886. I don't know what I'm on right now, guys. I'm slap happy. 886, finding support. I think you found your low, man. I think you're there. I really do think you're there. Daily time frame. Looking at this here. You're at the low as well. You're at these low points in the RSI that you like. This was the lowest point that you saw before. You did continue to go lower, though. I don't know if I like this Immutable X. You've been around for a while, man. You've been around for a while, haven't you? Let's see. I thought you'd been around longer than that. Maybe not. Maybe not. All right, I like it. You're at a double bottom, man. Yeah, we're going to call it double bottom recovery. Probably fast, right, before you moved all the way up here. I bet you move up to there faster this time around. $2.50, $2.86. You're at 39 cents now, right? That would be the expectation. 5x to a 6, 7x, maybe by the end of July, early August, something like that. IMX. ICP. I think you found your low. IMX. I really do. ICP. ICUP. $4.97. Very disappointing. Very, very disappointing coin, right? I know it got exciting back here. I've been telling people since back here to not invest in it. And then it ripped, and people thought that I was full of it, right? But as time has gone on, man, I mean, it's been actually very disappointing. Nothing like buying something that rips and then over the whole cycle it just bleeds and there's no higher highs at all. A lot of us can relate to that, right? I'm sure that's how a lot of cryptos have gone for most people. Not every coin, though. I feel like there's some coins that we've invested in that have been duds this cycle. Don't get me wrong, but like Bitcoin Cash has been good. Litecoin's even been growing. It's been stagnant. Don't get me wrong, and they've both been stagnant, but they've been growing. XCN has been awesome. Compound has been boring, but still higher lows and higher highs throughout the whole thing. Swiftcoin's been doing good. ACH is consolidating still, but higher lows and higher highs. Mana's kind of disappointing, if I'm being honest. Mana's kind of disappointing, but I think it'll do well. There's other ones I'm just drawing a blank on right now. But anyways, let's get to the point. Low here to high here. Bouncing off the 786. Rejecting the golden ratio. We don't like to see that. Nope. Oh, no. Oh, no. We don't like to see that. Lower. We'll see you at lower prices. You're probably going to the 886. We'll see you at 350. And I don't think that's a good look, man. Most crypto looks like it's going to bounce from here. I don't know, man. That ICP might be dead, guys. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I don't like it. I've never really liked it, though. If, let's say that I'm wrong, though, and it's not dead, and let's say that it does see new highs, right? And I'm sorry, not new highs. It will probably never get above $90. I think that by the end of the cycle, you could see prices that are all the way up at around $90 to $80, but I don't think you get above that. 56 even, something around there. Very disappointing crypto. Even if it does well, it's going to be very disappointing. There might be a week where it outperforms the rest of the market, like it did here, but it's not worth it for the long. I mean, if you can time that, great, but I don't think it's worth it, man. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. People hate it whenever I say that, but I'm just telling you the truth. I don't have a vendetta against this coin. I don't like it. I don't think it's going to do well. Moonpig, more like groundhog, haha, right? $0089, 51 minutes left in this 4-hour candle here. The RSI is bearish, let's be honest. It is bearish. Isn't this James Wynn's thing, Moonpig? Isn't that it? I mean, yeah, maybe it does well. I don't know, maybe. Yeah. You're getting volume. Volume's dying off. It looks like a BART. It kind of looks like a BART or like a roof pattern, right? Looks like a roof, or it could be a BART. If it is a BART, you should come back up. I wouldn't be surprised if you did. Daily time frame. I don't like it, man. I don't really like it, honestly. Let's look at Moonpig. Moonpig, is it just that? Moonpig. That's good volume. It is good volume, in all fairness. But you moved down a whole 23% yesterday. So it's good volume on a bad day. That means it's validating that move. I don't like it, man. It's a meme coin, and it's surrounded by James Wynn. If like James Wynn has hyped it up, if James Wynn starts to do well and come back as a trader, maybe this thing comes up too. I think I don't want to invest in this though, man. I'd just stay the hell away from it personally. I don't like it. It looks like it wants to go down. That's 2 bad ones in a row. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I could be wrong. Watch both of those coins do $1 billion X. You put $1 in there and you got $1 billion. 2 cents basically right now for ACH. Here we are at 1.9 cents now. Looking at this on a weekly perspective, we have 1 day, 21 hours left. You're still bullish, man. You still got higher lows. You're still holding up this. Well, okay, I can't draw a straight line to save my life. Let's just do this. We'll do that right there. You still got that formation going on, right? Alongside of this, like, I know that if you draw it right to the tip tops, it looks like it's a slanted line up, and maybe it is. And we could try to draw that real quick, I guess, but I don't know. I like that, maybe not. I don't know. It just has 2 touch points here versus all these touch points here. I think you're in an ascending triangle. You're at the base of this pattern. I think you found your low, man. It's perfect. It literally is perfect. You're going to move up from here. And whenever you break out, we're expecting ACH to go anywhere from 12 cents at a minimum. You're at 2 cents now. 12 cents at a minimum, but probably something around 20 cents or more is what I would expect. We take a high to low here. I'm looking at 17 to 20 cents personally. That's what I'd expect. Maybe above 30 cents, but I don't know if you get there, man. We had hopes for that before, but I don't know. It's been a little bit duddish. But so have a lot of cryptos. It's probably going to, I think, move up, if not to this all-time high area, just above it. That'd be my expectation, okay? ACH. 3-day RSI, neutral but bullishly leaning, and you're in an area you'd expect to bounce. Daily RSI showing bullish divergence. You don't have hidden bearish divergence. You're above the 40, even bouncing off of it with yesterday's close. If you can move up, I think you're fine, man. I think you really are going to move up. You got a nice setup. I like this look here where you come down. You got this U in the middle like this. I like that setup a lot. I really do think they're going to move up here over July. You should see some prices above 12 cents, maybe as high as like 30 cents, something like that, right? ACH. Let's talk about Swiftcoin. Swiftonite today. Here we are. Shout out to all the Swifties. Man, you were coming back. You were gaining traction versus Onyx Coin there for a second. You guys were pretty close, and you just gave it up a little bit, but that's okay. Whatever, man. It happens. Low to high. I think you're right at the golden ratio, right? We talked about this in the live stream. Yeah, right at the golden ratio. Expecting a bounce here. If you go lower, whatever. You got bullish divergence. I'm not worried about it. Go lower. You're fine, but I'm expecting a bounce here. 4-hour time frame, yeah, maybe a little bit lower. Maybe you go a little bit lower first. 1-hour time frame, yeah, I would think you go a little bit lower first. Maybe that's not your low yesterday, but this could have been your low, if not slightly lower than that. You're right in the area to bounce, and I would expect that Swiftcoin does continue to grow. We'll probably see new all-time highs from a high here to a low there. The expectation is anything from about 14.5 cents at a minimum, but I really do think 23 to 29 cents is what's going to happen for this thing, truthfully. We'll see. We'll see. 14.5 cents at a minimum, though, Swiftcoin. Oh, and you said 2-week time frame, whoever that was that requested it. 2 weeks from now? I don't know, man. Probably up at about 1.9 cents, 2 cents, maybe 2.6 cents at the highest at that golden ratio there. That'd be my guess. ADA. We haven't talked about ADA in a while, have we? Cardano. Gotta love Cardano. If we're looking at it here from a low, is that the low? That looks like the low. All-time low. That's not the all-time low. No, it's not the all-time low, yeah. Low to high, bouncing off that 0.5 continuously. You could go lower. Let's look at the short-term stuff real quick. 1-hour time frame. Let's see. Finding resistance at prior support. You probably do go lower. But the 4-hour looks good. Oh, give me some volume. Give me something with volume, man. Yeah, you got the volume, didn't you? I don't. Maybe that is it. Maybe that is the low. What about this low to high? Let's see. Low to high here. Right above the 1618. Look, if that's not your low, you're very close to your low, okay, my friends? I think that's the low, though. I think you did it. You're probably going to move up. Absolutely. I mean, you're a United States crypto stockpile reserve currency. Absolutely. I believe you're going to see new all-time highs, okay? This cycle. Absolutely. Right? It was written in the stars. Donald Trump wrote them there himself, alongside Charles Hodgkinson. Hodgkins. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Hodgkinson. High to low. We're looking at probably from here 58 cents. I think we'll see a $15 price. Probably a $15 price. If not, at least a $10 price by the end of the cycle. At least 10. If not, yeah, 15 to 16 bucks. I think that's where we'll go. Kernel DAO. The late great Kernel once said, "I'm too drunk to taste this chicken." If we're looking at this on a daily time frame, this chicken is fried, man. Pretty damn fried to the downside. You got some bullish divergence, turning things around a little bit. Anything with volume on it? Volume's coming in. Nice, okay. I don't know much about this, okay? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I don't know much about this. I don't care that your whole chart is down. You're new. Oh my God, that's a lot of volume. I don't know if that's a good thing. That's a lot of cryptos have done that, though, and it hasn't been terrible. Used to, if you saw more volume than the market cap, that meant you were dead in the water, actually. But since you've been listed on Coinbase, typically what you expect to see when you get listed on Coinbase, from your relative high after listing to your low, you expect to see something around 60 to 70%, right around 65%. 73, perfect. Beautiful. You've probably found your low. You probably have. You're probably ready to go. I'm going to put a little star next to this one. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I'm not saying that I'm going to buy it. I'm not saying that you should buy it. I'm just saying I don't know enough about it. And it interests me enough because it has dropped so much on the Coinbase chart, and there's some volume coming in on this buy candle here. Got some bullish divergence on the 4-hour time frame. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. It might be worth looking into. Do your own research. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but maybe it's worth looking into. And if I buy some, I'll let you guys know on here, on X, whatever. Oh, I didn't make a post. I did make a post on X that I bought more Onyx coin. Okay, good. Cookie is the next one. You know what? We talked about Cookie today. I can go over it real quick, but I'm not going to give it a whole lot of love here, right? I probably won't even put it in the timestamps. Maybe I will. I think we found our low. I know we were talking about lower prices, but I think we found our low. I don't think that we're going lower. I think that was it for the low. We're probably going to move up higher. Where are we going to go to? All the way up to $2.50, $2.60, maybe higher than that by the end of July. That's my expectation. Cookie DAO. That one was quick. SVP, USD. SVP. Am I looking at this right? Looks like an S. Looks like a V. Looks like a P. Is it a company? Maybe. Let's just look at this real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Nope. Not on there. What about here? Oh. Is it Shadow Node? Did they just... Probably not. That's a low market cap coin. Okay, so I don't know. We're going to assume it's this, but this is kind of interesting, right? Strategic Volatility Premium Fund. I don't think anybody would request this. So anybody who requested SVP, I mean, you're at the low end. You're going to go to the high end. Moving on. I don't think that was it, though, man. I'm missing something there. CKB, let me know in the comments. If I don't read them, I'm sorry. I do read them, but there are a lot of comments every single day, you guys. But I do try to read these ones on the request to make sure I got the right ones. CKB. Nervous. Is it Nervous? Nervos. Nervous Network, yeah. Let's get some volume on there. We'll do the Binance one. Screw it. Tetherus. Yeah. Low volume coming down. We like to see that. That's good. That's good. Yeah. Weekly RSI or monthly RSI, lower lows but higher lows in the price. Okay, cool. What about this? From a low to a high. Bear cycle low to a bull market high so far. In an odd area, but still good enough to bounce from. Weekly time frame does have bullish divergence, but suggestive that you could go a little bit lower. However, you do have this double bottom look about you. What are you doing on the daily time frame? Bullish divergence, baby. You got it. As long as today closes green, you got it. And I think you will. All right, the bulls have it, man. I think you're at your low. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. If you go lower, just a little bit, but probably not by much. I think you're at your low. High to low here. I would anticipate that you see a move that takes you all the way back up to the golden ratio at about 1.77 cents to 1.47 cents, okay? Something around there. You'll find some turbulence, and then you'll continue to rally up to new all-time highs, where you'll see a 7.3 to 16.8 cent price. I would expect you to find turbulence there. When? So you'll be at your 2.2 to 2.8 cent area, if not at least 1.5 cents. 1.5 cents to 2.8 cents at the most by the end of July. That's my thoughts. And then going into the end of the cycle, you should be reaching for, I think you'll be reaching for a 10 cent price, if not more. Yeah? If not more, 10 cents or more. If you don't stop at 10 cents, there's 16 cents. If you're at 16 cents by the end of July or 10 cents by the end of July, then guess what? You're probably going all the way up to like $1.80 or $1 itself. But until I see more or know more about this, I'm going to guess 10 cents is your cycle high, okay? 10 cents to 16 cents. 10 cents to 17 cents, let's say that. CKB. Natix Network, or Natix. Yeah, it is Natix Network. I was right. Oh my goodness. Well, that was fun. That's not too bad right there. What'd you do? When was this? This was April, end of April up here. Yeah, buddy, that's a good one. That ain't bad. Yeah. Just play this video back, and anytime I'm like, yeah, that's a good one, buy those. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. You'll probably have a lot less stress, though. If I'm like, ooh, this is bad. Maybe not at first, because sometimes ooh, this is bad ones, we look into them, and sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. You're right at an area I'd expect you to find support. I think you move up, man. You're right here. Support at prior resistance. Move on up. Bull flag. Yeah, you're going to move on up. Where are you going to go to? New all-time highs, absolutely. What is Natix market cap? Natix. That's low volume, but whatever. Golden ratio bounce. I love it, man. Like, if you go lower, you're going just a little bit lower, but I'm not worried about the price if it does. Like, what? You'll drop like 5% from here, if that. I wouldn't be surprised, Natix, if you moved all the way up to about half a cent, between half a cent to 1.2 cents. Yeah, somewhere around there. I'll put right in the middle. Let's give my vote right in the middle at about 0.085, right there, just above the 2272. Because that's common. You actually do go just above the 2272 most of the time. Shiba Inu. If we're looking at it here on the weekly time frame, you guys, I gotta entertain myself, right? I've got to if I'm doing these videos. Let me just because it's very is monotonous. Is that the right word for it? Let me just see here. Gotta have fun with it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right. Okay, cool. Oh, hey. I wrote ACH down twice. That's cool. That's cool. Shiba Inu. Looking like it wants to go lower. No offense, guys, right? Think about it like this. Shiba Inu was big last cycle because it was the Doge killer. That's what they advertised as. You can't get away from your past. They advertised as the Doge killer. That's what they were. And it was the second biggest meme coin. If you were in the meme coin space, you're basically either investing in Shiba or Dogecoin. And then there was like Floki and Dogelon Mars, stuff like that. Solama, whatever that came out, right? But this was like one of the main ones. Now it's a back burner. You get into meme coins for high potential growth, right? And Shiba just isn't that. You're at an area of support nonetheless. I wouldn't be surprised if you go a little bit lower and find support, or if you find support right here, whatever. I very much do expect that you go higher. By the end of July, my expectations for SHIB, it's going to ship its way up here. You'll probably see something around 4033 to around this high of about 4044, something in there. Maybe you go higher, but I doubt it. Something in that area. That's my expectation, okay? New all-time highs this cycle? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No offense to Shiba. That's been something I've been calling for a long time. Or actually, I have also said if it does see new all-time highs, it will very barely be above its all-time high area. Okay. Nothing too crazy though. Turbo, speaking of crazy, this thing is nuts, man. Got a nice bull flag here. Low to high. The low. Right there at the 382. Perfect area to find support. Looking at the 4-hour time frame to validate. Neutral, but I like it. What about volume? Let's get some volume on there. Moving down without volume, I like it, man. Yeah. Rough, like triple bottom down here. I think you're going to move up. I think you found your low. If you haven't found your low, Turbo, you might go a little bit lower. Maybe down to 0033, 003 itself, but I doubt it. I think you're going to move up, man. And whenever you do move up, we're looking for prices that are at new all-time highs, right? I'm anticipating new all-time highs, man. High to low. And as far as when it happens, I don't know, man. Maybe you're only up at 1 cent to 1.4 cent by the end of July. I'm thinking you'll be at like 2.7 cents to 6.2 cents. Probably right there at around 4 cents, 4.20 by the end of July myself, though. That's what I'm thinking for Turbo. Let's do Algorand. Finding resistance here. Higher lows. You're actually right at a point on the weekly RSI that we'd expect you to find support, right? All that right there. Higher highs. Going up, get overbought again, man. You're set up for a nice end of year rally, I think. You're probably gonna rally with the rest of cryptos. You look just like the rest on this relative double bottom here. High to low right here. Right at the 069, beautiful. Love it, love it. Perfect bounce right off the 069. 069 is not a fib. It's just an area that I use sometimes in weird instances like this. Yeah, you'll probably move up, I would think, Algo. You probably move up to about... I do think that Algo goes up to about 90 cents to $1.50. 90 cents to $1.50 by the end of July, by the end of this next move. That's where I think you're going to go. It might not be one fell swoop. Perhaps you find resistance and turbulence along the way, whatever, but I think you make your way up to like 90 cents to $1.50. Just below or just above $1 is what I'm in favor of personally. Algo. FAI. Freysa AI. Hey, this was one that was on the live stream leftovers, right? Freysa AI. So we can write that off the list. I'll just check that because we don't, we're doing the request right now, baby. Cool. Cool. And have we done any other ones? We've done ACH. That's fun. We've done Turbo. Yeah, that's it though. I think we're at a relative low point, right? It looks like you're at a relative low point. Higher lows throughout here. Higher lows. Higher highs, nice channel. You probably move up. You're at the area, you're at the 40 on the RSI. I'd expect you do move up. Overall, a more bullish, but still very neutral leaning RSI on the daily time frame. 4-hour time frame. Not bullish divergence, but I don't care. Weird. It's really weird. Oh, I've seen this before. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this one, man. Let's see. Hold on. Hold up now. I'm going to turn my computer on super fast mode. That way I don't have to deal with the end profile score or whatever. That doesn't matter, but still. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. Website. Let me guess. That learns you. I don't know, man. It looks more sophisticated than some of these, but I'm really not too. It's really not that sophisticated either, though. I mean, I like the roadmap, but it's not. I don't know. I don't know if it's special enough. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. I don't know enough about it, man. I didn't read all of it. I just skimmed. I'm not the best judge of the fundamentals right now, so don't hold me to that. But yeah, it looks like it's at an area to bounce. You probably do bounce. I don't like the volume to market cap ratio, but you're being boring. So as long as you get that volume to come up whenever it's exciting times, I think that you're fine. Come on, man. Why won't it? Dude, what the heck is happening? Hold on, guys. Hold on. What? I can't make my computer quiet. I'm trying here. There we go. I've never seen that. My computer is freaking out right now. Yeah, it probably moves up. I don't know. What? You're at 1.87 cents. Maybe move up to 3 cents. Maybe move up beyond that. I don't know. Yeah, you did the drop thing, so let's call it. Let's hold on now. You probably do move up. Yeah. You probably do. We'll see you at least at about 6 cents to 7.6 cents, and at most 17 to 25 cents, okay? By the end of July. I think these prices will be reserved for later in the cycle, okay? I'm going to do 2 more, and then we're going to end the video there, okay? Spell and XDC. Spell. Spell token. I put a spell on you. One of those boring coins, right? Looks just like a lot of these coins that are just in these long-term accumulative phases. I think it's a positive thing. Are you at your low? I think so. You got like a relative double bottom here. I think so. You're at your low. Let's look at the 4-hour. Maybe the daily. Maybe you are. Maybe you aren't. I'm going to say you are, just based on the price action. I think you are. We're looking for a move that takes you... Ooh, I don't know about that, man. Maybe. Maybe by the end of July, you're only here at about 0.002 or just above there. Maybe you stop at 0.036, right around here. You find resistance at prior support here. Then you consolidate, and then you continue to rip. But I think you stand a chance of going up to 0.006, 0.008, but it just depends, man. If it's like the middle of July and you're not above here, then I would say that this is where you're going to be by the end of July. If it's the middle of July and you're here, you do stand to go to the golden ratio by the end of July, okay, which is at 0.061 to 0.085. But I think if I had to lean one way, I'd say you're going to go just above 0.002, maybe 0.035 is where you're going to go. 3.6, whatever. XDC, and then we'll wrap this bad boy up. And I will have done the whole entire first column up until this point right here. And then Miria, Flare, VeChain. We talked about VeChain on the live stream. I'll do it. I'll throw VeChain in here. We'll do it again tomorrow. I'll try to do these daily. XDC Network. Bull Flag. Low to high. Yeah, XDC's going up, guys. XDC will be at like 33 cents. That one's easy. You're at 5.8 cents now. I don't doubt it. High to low. Yeah, either 29 cents or 42 cents, somewhere in between there. That's where I think you're going to go. Are you at your low? Maybe. Maybe. I could see it. I could see you going down from here, but maybe not below that low. I think you're at your low. If you're not at your low, you're very, very close to it, okay? 30 cents to, what was it, 40 cents? I think you're at your low, man. I really do. I don't think, if you go lower, I stand by it. I don't think you go too much lower, though. 30 cents to 42.6 cents. Yeah, that's where I think you'd go. Hit the like button, you guys. Subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one, all right? If there was one that interested me above all of them, actually, I think Kernel DAO kind of interested me a little bit. I love Cookie DAO. Cookie DAO, I'm actually invested in that one. Turbo is interesting as well, let's be fair. Spell could be interesting, I don't know. ACH has promise, but we need to start doing some work. Index has maybe potential promise as well, but Kernel's probably the only one that like really stood out to me as far as interesting goes. Just not because I think it has so much potential, but because of its chart, how low it is. I love projects. I like buying at the low, and I don't know anything about it. So if it's good, might be good, might be worth it. I don't know, but I might look into it and I'll decide, oh, this thing is terrible, and then I'll look into Index and I'll be like, oh, this is great. Or I'll look into both of them. I'll think they're terrible, and really I should have just gone with Turbo or Cookie. I don't know. But hit the like button, you guys. Subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves, all right? Bye-bye.